Yo, what's up guys? The blueprint to hit instant access as a beginning trader has never been more simple. You've seen people getting into coins early and flexing their P&Ls while you're stuck looking at the same screen day by day, not making any real progress. And without insider info, it almost seems impossible. So I'm here to show you the platforms, the settings, and the tools smart money use to find instant coins and grow their portfolios. Now if you haven't already, you should definitely check out Padre. It's one of the best trading platforms out there, and that is for a reason, because it has a bunch of features and it even gives you SOL back for trading. And by using the link in the description, you'll get 3 times more cashback and will save 10% of all your fees compared to you just signing up by yourself. The link for Padre is gonna be in the description of this video. Now that you've signed up for Padre, you're gonna be looking at the screen and you're probably asking yourself, how can you make it look the same way as I do? And especially if you've been using any other trading platforms, you'd want it to look similar to Padre. So if you go to the top right corner and click on this icon, it's gonna open up settings. And if you want it to look just like your previous trading platform, most likely you should change the color theme to indigo and the font over here to Geist, and just ignore all the other settings. Next you click on customize over here, and in layout you change metrics to large, you change avatar to circle, progress ring to ring, columns to compacted, and the stars digits to short. Then you click on data, you click this button over here on top 10 holders and the bundles, because I think that personally for me it's just pretty useless info on the coins and I don't really need to see them, at least on the trenches tab. Now that your Padre looks the same way as it does for me, let's go over to most likely one of the most important things, at least on this screen, which is the screen you're gonna spend the most time on, which are gonna be your filters. So on Padre you have new, soon, and migrated. So over here on Padre you wanna click on filters, and what filters do is that they filter out the coins that we don't wanna see. And let me just quickly mention in this video, I won't go into much detail and I will try to go over things briefly so you can just start trading as soon as possible. And if you want more detailed info about the trading platform and the coins itself, the whole process behind them, then check out the video on the top right of your screen. And in this video we'll just keep it short for you to start trading as soon as possible. So when you click on these filters, you're gonna have this random filter set up, which is gonna probably look like this. You'll have no filters and you're gonna see all the coins which we don't want, because we want to see the best coins for ourselves. So luckily for you, if you go into the description of this video and you join up our Discord server, you can go over here to free resources, you search of these filters for Padre, and you can copy my filters for new pairs, final stretch, migrate, which are pretty great filters. So if you go over here, you copy this, you click on import, and it's gonna import the settings that I've personally found the best for me and the best to look at the most active coins right now. Because as I said, we don't want to see all the coins, we just want to see coins that are gonna get us money. So you do the same thing for soon, you click over here, you click these filters for Padre, you take this final stretch, you click Ctrl+C, you click on import, and it's gonna import the settings. And then the same thing for migrated coins. Now that we're only seeing the good coins, and by the way, if you don't want to see some coins, you just go up on them like this and you click on hide token, so it basically hides it if you wanna just not see some coins. So now that we have this set up, let's go to arguably the most important thing that it comes to getting info on the coins. Because if you click on any coin, for example this work coin right now, and we look on the chart, and let me just disable all of this, we look at the chart, we want to see why it's going up, we want to see why it's going down, because maybe someone sold, maybe some news came out. We want to get as much info on the coin as possible. So how do we do that? That is by tracking people that have influence, that are called KOLs. People that either have large wallets or they have an influence. So people follow them. So on the left corner, you click on wallets, and it's gonna pop up for you just like this. And you're not gonna have anything over here because you haven't yet imported the wallets. So over here on the corner of this screen, you have these two buttons, so dock left or dock right. So you choose whichever one suits you the most. For me, it's dock right. So now it's gonna be on the right side of your screen, and again, you're gonna have nothing over here. So again, you can go over here to free resources in my Discord server. You click on Balls to track, and you download this message. So once you download this message, you basically go back to Padre, you click on this corner to import, and you paste in the message you just copied. And now once you did so, you're gonna have all of these bullets, which are very useful to have. So basically now if I enable all the marks, and we're gonna look at this coin again. Okay, so let's imagine you're checking a bullet, and if you wanna get into coins early, this is very powerful, because you see this is called Avantu. I don't know really who this is, but as you can see, it's a profitable trader, and he was in this coin very early. So on here, over here, because you just set this thing up, you'd see him go into a trade, and you have a chance at catching the trade with him. So if you'd enter over here, as you can see clearly the price went up, so you'd make money. Of course, not guaranteed. Of course, sometimes the price just goes down after these KRLs buy. I've tried to gather pretty good traders in this wallet, so yeah, just trade at your own risk. And of course, if the KRL buys, it doesn't mean that the coin is gonna go up, because a lot of people do just rag on people because they copy trade them. Copy trading means that you basically buy right after. Like, look at this. Someone bought this coin, boom, you copy trade him, and the price just goes down, right? Because you never know, and you have to do you still have to do the research on the coin by yourself. But this wallet tracker thing gives us so much more info on the coin that it's actually insane. And now when you sit on your screen like this, you have this open, you can see every coin that's getting volume. So even if you're not looking at any of this like new, soon, or migrate, you can just look at this wallet tracker and see if the coins are getting any traction. And from time to time, you see these crazy KLs buy into some instant coins very early, and we'll have a chance and catch them as well. Now for the last thing on the trading platform itself, before we go into some other tools pro traders use, myself included, although I don't really consider myself a pro trader, it's setting up your fees. Just for you to start to be ready to trade, you need to set up your fees. So if you go over here to P1, you click on this, or you can just click on any one of these, P1, and you click on edit preset. What this basically means is that you have priority and tip, which is also called bribe on other trading platforms, which basically stands for how fast you get filled into a trade. So let's say you're getting into the trade, right? You just bought something right here. At the same time, some 10 other guys just bought this coin, right? And at the same time, you're PvPing with them, whoever gets filled in the fastest. And it can be like milliseconds, but sometimes milliseconds do matter in this kind of market. So I hope you get what I mean, that the more you pay, the priority and the tip, the faster you're gonna get your fills. So the faster you get into the trades. But if you're trading with the small port, which you most likely are, I would personally just set it to the lowest as you can, because it doesn't really matter that you get filled in very fast, because if you lose like 10% of the trade just to fees, it doesn't really matter. So just set it up to the lowest as you can. And a weird tip I'm gonna give you and set slippage to like 20%. Now the weird thing I'm gonna give you is to change your second preset and your third preset, because you don't want to make the same mistake as I did of changing the preset accidentally and getting eaten up by the fees. So just change all of these presets so you don't accidentally click on any one of these. Nice. Now we've set up the platform for you to see good coins earlier, and now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Uxento, which, if you don't know what Uxento is basically a city tracker, which is the thing that allows you to track tweets and other useful info on the coin like as fast as you can. So the link for Uxento, the official website, is gonna also be in the description of this video. And what Uxento does for you is it basically tracks, like it's a city tracker, allows you to see X posts from important people, for example from Elon Musk, and people that have influence in meme coins and crypto space in general, just very fast. So you see all of these like seconds ago, 2 seconds ago, 3 seconds ago, and you see all of them over here. You don't have to scroll Twitter manually, and you'll see if something good comes up. So for example, if someone gets assassinated, for example, let's say like Charlie Kirk did recently, you will see that like literally in seconds, instead of having to scroll Twitter and finding out about it in like an hour or so, because some of the tweets that are getting tweeted do have potential to get noticed by the traders, and they will get a meme coin made about them. And if you can spot them early on the city tracker, you can get on them early in like Padre, and you'll make money. And luckily for you, if you go over here on the top right of the Uxento, you click on settings, and you click on this import/export, and you click on import settings, you can go back to the server that you've probably already joined. You click on download Uxento settings, and you can do the same thing that we just did by pasting in the settings that I've personally made that allow you to just see the tweets better. So for example, I've set up custom notifications, custom keyboard alerts, and all the other things that will help you catch these coins faster and catch these tweets, the best tweets that are coming out every single second. I hope that you realize the power of Uxento and other city trackers. I personally just use Uxento because it allows you to see the important things that are happening right now in the crypto world in literal seconds. And if a meme coin gets made out of the news that are going to be posted on X, you'll be the first one to see them. And now the last tool which is being used by many pro traders, and myself included, which I don't really consider myself a pro trader, but whatever, is just X, and specifically scrolling on X. So on X you have like the biggest community of crypto traders. So if you scroll over here, it's it's literally the best space. The crypto Twitter space is the best way for you to keep up with the trends, because if you follow the right people, so for example, if you go and click on the link on the description to my X profile, and you go over to the people I'm following on the crypto space, and then you scroll on your homepage, you will naturally see a lot of posts about crypto and the biggest news to it, which can keep you up to date. So for example, this Uxento is just gonna show us what's happening right now, but with scrolling Twitter yourself, you will see what's happening like overall, if there are currently any metas, if there's something new coming up soon. You're gonna see all of it just by scrolling through Twitter. So if you go to my profile and you just follow the same people I'm following, you'll get crazy info on the coins that I might be launching and that will make you money. So I hope that the tools I just showed you, the filters and the wallet trackers, are gonna help you spot good coins. Of course, I didn't cover everything in this video because, as I said, I went into more detail in my previous video. So if you want more details on the coin itself, how to see if the coin is good, how to spot the good narratives, then you should definitely watch that.